Basically, man, I'm here to give you some insight on how to on how is on how I came about. You know what I'm saying? Making a set of twins with a officer of the prison system or whatever, and how that's basically done. You know what I'm saying? How cats do this is real. It's not a hard thing to do. You know, any male or man that's done bumped a female before should know how to do it. And with a female, it depends on what you're targeting. You know what I'm saying? If you're targeting contraband, tobacco, reefer, uh, uh, heroin, whatever it is, contraband. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you get close to this female or the male in that situation. You get close to the officer or whatever, or the certain individual. Get close to them. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just walk up. Well, look, would you bring me some cigarettes, or would you bring me some this or this, that, and the other? No. You get close to them. You gain their trust. You gain their confidence. Now, the type of person that you prey on is those who look like they ain't got the best. You catch an officer coming in with a dirty shirt, dirty work shirt. A lot of cats overlook this type of stuff because it is, well, he got a dirty shirt. He just didn't get up and wash it. No. He got a dirty shirt because he ain't got a wash machine and a dryer. He ain't got the money to go to the laundromat and get it because he's doing something else with his money, which means he needs to make some money. So, well, listen, if you bring me a can of tobacco, which is 9 ounces, 9 ounces out of a can, I'm going to sell $100 an ounce, which means you're going to make $900 off a can of tobacco that you paid at the most $25 for. You see what I'm saying? So you just made an $875 profit off $25. Now, we're going to continue to do this. Once they see the money is good the first time, they got it. Once they do it once, you got them. Because now you got them in a situation where if you don't do it, I got the power. You see what I'm saying? So now they got to do it. Now they got to do it until you got officers who leave the joint, go to other joints, and you know what I'm saying? But once you get them, you got them. Now, if I was a female, the kind of female you prey on is it's kind of female that don't nobody else pay no attention to. You know, she may not be the best looking. You know, her shoes may be ran over a little bit. You know what I mean? There ain't nobody paying her no attention or giving no, she ain't getting that attention. So you get close to her. You know what I'm saying? And once you feel the grounds out and you throw little jugs until you figure out and find out how far you can go. You know what I'm saying? If a cat walk up to a certain officer that he's been talking to for 2-3 weeks about anything and say, "You look nice today," she may not be none the wiser of what he's doing. But once she let him get away with that, "You look nice," without telling him you can't say that to an officer or bring it to his attention, then tomorrow he can try something different. Tomorrow is not only do you look nice, you smell good. What kind of perfume you wear? Now she's giving them personal information. Once you start getting personal information, you keep feeding into that. What kind of perfume you wear? Where you get that from? Where you buy that from? How much that costs? The next day is, what's your first name or where you from? What part of town you live in? Ooh, this, that, and other. If I see you with a ring on, if I see a female officer with a ring on and you're married, I'm definitely going to question that. So you got a husband? How long you been married? This kind of thing leads to other personal information. Any personal information is good information. You know what I mean? Once you start getting the personal information, then you got officers who, in order to give you their personal information, they inquire your personal information. They ask questions. So when they start asking questions, you start answering, you can feed them any kind of story you want. Yeah, I did this, that, and the other. I'm down for murder this, and I did this, and I did that, or I robbed a bank, and this is that, and the other. This type of thing fascinates certain females because they love, quote-unquote, a bad boy. So once you got them, you got them. Now it's to the point where, what you eating? Can I have some sunflower seeds? I see a lot of officers around here like to eat sunflower seeds. A lot of officers like to eat sunflower seeds. So that's a big thing. And that's easy to get because they figure sunflower seed is nothing. I give you some sunflower seeds. But if I can get you to give me a sunflower seeds, I can get you to bring me some reefer. If I can get you to bring me some reefer, I can get you to bring me some cocaine. If I can get some cocaine, I can get some heroin. If I get some heroin, I can get anything in the world. If I can get any drug from you, 9 times out of 10, I can get some sex. Now, like I said, it's a money thing with most officers. You know what I'm saying? If this officer, this female or this male officer knows he can make $875 off $25, and we doing this 3, 4, 5 times, now it's to the point where my order gets bigger. I can't use no cigarettes no more. I can't use tobacco no more. I got a bigger order. Look, why don't you bring me a half a pound of weed? You see what I'm saying? That's basically the same weight in ounces. It's basically the same weight. But I'm going to sell a spoon of marijuana for $100. I'm going to get 35 spoons out of ounce. You see what I'm saying? So that's $3,500. $3,500 an ounce. Now, our drug is getting worse, but our money, our profit margin is getting bigger. You see what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. So the worse the drug get, the bigger the profit margin. Once we get the marijuana, we start doing that. We do that a week or two. Now we're going to move to cocaine. We're going to do that a time or two. Now we're going to move to heroin. We're going to do that a time or two. Now, it's done got to the point, if this is a female officer, and I know I got her to this point, I stop doing everything. Now, she's done got accustomed to this money coming in. So therefore, she needs it and she wants it. And I'm no longer there to provide it for her. So, look, I'm gonna give you 5,000. Give me some head. I'm gonna give you 5,000. Give me a shot of pussy. Any of that, you know. And once she go that very first time, she can never deny you again. Remember I said that. She already went with the tobacco and drugs. So how you gonna deny me this? No, you're not gonna do it. What you mean you're not gonna do it? Well, I'm gonna have my people call up here and let what bosses know what you brought me. And so on and so forth. Now you got her by the neck. Now she has no other choice. You see what I'm saying? Well, what are we gonna do with that? That's always a big issue. What are we gonna do with that? How are we gonna do it? It's always somewhere to go. It's always somewhere to do it. Although there's cameras in every corner, there's always a blind spot. Always. I mean, people get stabbed in jail. People have homosexual relationships in jail. If they can do that, why I can't have a heterosexual one? You know, it's real simple. It's basically and a lot of times the drugs and the shit that's in the joints don't come from the officers. Everybody be thinking it's the officers. It's the officers. It comes from other places. Resource people. You know, the churches. You got your church people coming in. Cats feel like, well, these are church people. They're not going to bring drugs in the penitentiary. They need money just like the next man. You know what I'm saying? It's a money thing. They're not getting paid to come to the joint and spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a day preaching about the Bible, the Holy Quran, you know, the Circle 7, or any of this. They coming here because they choose to get his time up. And they got family here just like everybody else. Everybody has somebody in jail. Everybody. I don't care how you look. You may not know Uncle Woo out the Bam or Cousin Woo Woo that's in jail, but everybody has somebody in jail, you know. And it's like, hey, this might happen to run into Cousin Woo Woo when you get there. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, well, look, I got this at home. You go pick it up and bring it to me. I've taken personally, I've taken a pound of marijuana and made it fit into a pack of Newport, a Newport box, a Newport 100 box, and sealed it back up. Dropped it off to an officer who thought she was only bringing me in some cigarettes. Dropped it off to her, gave her $500. She brought it to me. The $500 is for her. I don't need that. I just want the package. Once I got the package, I'm gonna make the money in the joint. In a joint where tobacco is illegal, tobacco is what runs the joint. If you can get it, you can rule the joint. Whether you're a gang chief or not, you can be the biggest punk in the joint. If you got the tobacco, then you control the penitentiary. You can have who you want hit. You can have who you want stood on. You can get what you want. I mean, I'm not just speaking because I was chosen to speak. I'm speaking from personal experience. I have a set of twins by an officer of the jails, you know, by an officer of the correctional system. Not only was she an officer, She was a counselor. She went from officer to from kitchen worker to officer, from officer to a counselor. You know what I'm saying? So she climbed the ranks, and then she met me.
How old were you at the time?
At the time we met, I was 14 years old. I was 14 years old. I was doing a 6-year bid. Now, we met, and we clicked from the gate. I was the bad boy who she needed in her life, and I always asked questions. Always. Always. And one day she asked me a question. Why do you have so many kids and you're so young? And I answered like a grown man. Well, what I thought would have been was a grown man answer. It's because I fuck good. She laughed. I knew then I got her. I got her. Once she laughed, I got her. And it's like, only reason I deal with you is because you got this job. I don't deal with you because I like you or because you're the prettiest thing in the world. Don't get me wrong. She was alright, but, you know, I didn't deal with her because of that. I dealt with her because she was an officer, because of the situation I was in. And it's the same with any other officer. You're being dealt with because of the situation that this individual is in, not because he really care about you. He don't care about you. I don't care about you. I'm here to do time. You're here to do a job. If I can manipulate you into making my time easier, I'm going to do it. That's my job while I'm here, you know. So, when you're vulnerable, when you're at your weakest, and I feel you're at your lowest, I'm going to break you. I'm going to break you. This is what I do. I mean, is a lot of male officers maybe feeling like, well, that's just females. He can't do that with them. No man. You can be broken too. You can be broken too. You know why you can be broken? Because you just bought that sports car that cost you too much money. You knew you didn't have. You got the ex-wife, you paying alimony and child support, all this other stuff you paying. You need some money. You need some money. I'm your way out. When all the time, you're going to lose more than you can ever gain dealing with me. It's just that simple. You can never get as much as I'm going to get. Never. Why would I allow you to? Why would I put myself in a situation dealing with you where you can make more than I'm going to make? That's stupid. I'm still thriving on human nature now. It's hand over fist, you know. I got to get mine. You may make a couple $1,000s, but you think about it like this. If you made $10,000, I made 20. If you made 20, I made 40. If you made 40, I made 60. If you made 60, damn it, listen, I got 100. Got to. It can be, I don't need you either, you know. And this is how you know when it's that officer sitting next to you, because they always got a secret. They always got a secret. They want to talk to this certain inmate, but they don't want you around. You know what I mean? Or you see what I'm saying? I need to see him, but I can't talk to him in front of you. Why can't you? We're co-workers. You know what I mean? I don't have, and the same thing with the certain inmate. If an inmate walks up to the desk, there's 3 officers at a desk, and the inmate walks up and says, "Can I speak with you?" And this certain officer says, "Yeah," and they walk away from the desk to talk. That alone should arouse some type of suspicion with the other 2 officers at the desk. Why'd you have to go over there and talk to him? You know what I'm saying? Or even if that does happen and that officer don't come back to the desk and repeat what this inmate said, then 9 times out of 10, there's some funny shit going on. The officers in certain places are there for these reasons. It's probably an officer sitting next to you right now who's there watching this and thinking, fuck what he talking about. I'm going to get this money. And I'm here to tell you, brother, or sister, or whoever you are, if you are that person, you may get a little money, but you gonna get caught. You gonna get cold. Because when I get my fill, it's over. Once I get my run, I'm through. I no longer need you. So why wouldn't I tell my friend about you? I'm on my way home in a week. Why wouldn't I tell my guy, well, that's what's bringing it, man. Holler at him. Now, when he approach you and you don't want to go for him, you don't want to run him or get down for him, now he's going to expose you to somebody else. And before you know it, it's everywhere. Now you're being watched by your peers. Once your peers start watching you, it ignites the suspicion of the powers to be. When you just not do that, just leave the shit alone and do what you came to do. Now, women officers are preyed on more than male officers because they are an easier prey. They are. I mean, I was raised by women, man. I have a lot of respect for women, man. I'm the first to admit I really, truly believe that women are smarter than men in some senses. But women, you think more with your emotions than men do. And it's like cats like me play on that. I play on that type of stuff. I play on emotions. If I feel, if you show me any weakness at all, that's what I'm going to thrive on. I'm going to thrive on that.
When you say weakness, what do you mean by certain weaknesses that you look for?
Depression. There's a lot of officers that's depressed. And when I say depressed, if I walk up, if I see a female officer just sitting there, she's supposed to be paying attention to what's going on around her, but instead she's like this. And she's not really paying attention to what's going on, and she's not really focused on what's really happening. My first question to her is, what's wrong? If her answer is anything other than, I'm all right, or nothing, then we're going to pursue this conversation because you just showed a weakness. You see what I'm saying? If I catch an officer bent over, a female officer bent over, tying her shoe, anything, and I say something lewd or sexually or anything and get away with it, then I'm going to pursue that because you just showed a weakness. If I wink at an officer, a female officer, if I wink at you and you smile, I'm definitely going to pursue it because you just showed a weakness. You know ain't shit in my eye. You know what I winked at you for. You're not naive. Can't be that naive. Can't be. So I'm going to pursue it. I may not pursue it strong, just, yeah, baby, ooh, no. You know what I'm saying? It's a form of trickery, basically. You know, now don't get me wrong. Don't get the wrong idea and think, well, every inmate in the joint is like this and this is what they come to do. No. You got cats that come here to do their time, don't want to bother you, don't want no trouble. You got cats like that. But then you got cats who really, their whole objective all day, every day long is to find a weakness. Nip it in the bud through the gate. Stop it. Stop it. You nip it in the bud, then I can't get the messed up conception that you will go. I can't misinterpret your signals as you showing a weakness because you stopped it. If I walk up to you and start talking to you, start conversating about anything, whatever it may be, and it's not Department of Correction orientated, or whatever, our conversation is not Department of Correction orientated, then, and you don't stop me, look, I'm busy. Or, I don't know, ask the sergeant. I don't know, ask the lieutenant. You know, any of that, and you let me keep going and keep going and keep going and keep digging and digging deeper, then I'm going to keep digging and digging deeper. You know, it's like, if you allow it to happen, it will happen. But it's one thing for certain, two things for sure. It can't happen if you don't allow it to. If you don't want it to happen, it can't happen. If you stop Look, it's not going to nip it in the bud right away. It's over with. It's a dead issue. It's a done issue. But if you allow it to happen, it will definitely happen. I've seen it happen to the best. I mean, I was in one said county jail. Well, let me start from the beginning. On a Friday, it's a Friday night, I'm in this strip club having a ball. Saturday night, we back at this same strip club having a ball. Sunday, we didn't go. We ended up doing something else and messed around and went to jail. Monday morning, we woke up in jail. This same stripper who was dancing for me Friday and Saturday is an officer in this jail. So I automatically think, oh, yeah, well, I got her. And I approached her, and I tried. And the first thing she said is, what I do when I'm not on department time is my business. It's none of yours. So, you know, if it don't concern what's going on here now, I don't even want to talk about it. This the same woman that just gave me a lap dance 2 days ago. But she's in this situation. She kept it professional. Okay, fine. I know you ain't going to go. Let me split up both of you. And I left her alone. I left it at that. She came to do her job. I can't do nothing but honor that. So, you know, and it may sound crazy. They don't teach you this in the academy or wherever they make officers at, you know. Whatever Stork drops off the officers, he don't give you these instructions before they drop you off. So a lot of officers don't know, you know. But when you get here in the lion's den, this is what you got to deal with. You got to deal with cats like me. You got to deal with convict cats who gonna do what they do to survive, who gonna do what they do to live. You got to deal with slick talking cats.
So if you're an inmate in a county jail you've never been to before, and you have it in your mind that you want to set up a staff member, whether it's for sex, whether it's for contraband, whether it's for money on your books, who are you going to target first? What kind of specific body language are you going to look for in this person? And is you going to start with young female staff members? Are you going to start with older male staff members? What is the process that you use when you're starting it out?
The younger the better. The younger the better. The younger the better. Because the younger female, with me, it'll be a younger female. Because I can kind of, you know, I've been told, you know, you got that charisma, you got that personality that draws people to you. So I'm going to go for the younger female, but I'm going to look for the young, timid one. If she's confident, if she comes in and she's confident, head held high, she's headstrong, that's the one. I'm going to stay the hell away from her because she's going to be hard to break. If I'm in this type of situation, I don't have time to be trying to find the one that's hard to break. I need the one that's going to crack immediately. You see what I'm saying? So basically, I'm going to look for the young, timid, the shy, quiet, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get at her. Now, I got a few brothers in the same situation with me, and if they was in this situation, they get out just how I get out. If they was in the situation, they're going to go for probably a younger male style who they can intimidate, who they can threaten. You know what I'm saying? They can put the muscle down on. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. A lot of people feel like, a lot of officers may feel, well, I'm an officer. You know, I got the officers behind me. But I'm going to get a good 3 minutes with your ass before they get here. And I've seen cats make an officer really feel this. Before they get here, I'm going to get a good 3 minutes with you. And if I can get that radio before you press that button, I'm going to get a little longer than that. So you need to get on top of your business. And this officer may just be that scared that he goes. But with me, I'm going to pick the young female officer who I know I can talk it out of. You know what I mean? I ain't with all that crushing, because in the end, when it's all over, if this female officer can't go say, well, he threatened me, because I never threatened you. She can't say, well, well, he told me if I don't do this, that, I'd never tell you that. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to talk with the way I'm going to talk to you, you're going to feel like, well, shit, it's just a conversation. You see what I'm saying? Or you may feel, well...
You mentioned something as simple as a dirty shirt being a kind of a tell or a signal towards you that maybe this is somebody that I can work on. What other kind of physical and body language kind of things do officers do that really just tell you this is someone I know I can get, this is someone at least I'm going to make a good effort on?
They're groomings. If you got officers come to work, and I'm going to show you a prime example. I got 9 sisters, and they used to earn a lot when I was growing up. Now, I done wore a pair of pants today, and my sister wanted to wear my pants tomorrow. I done wore these pants today, and they dirty. We don't got no wash machine. So instead of her trying to wash them or anything, she would just, well, I'm just going to re-iron them and wear them. And when you do that, they shine. You see what I'm saying? So you walk down the hall and you see an officer with that shine on the pants, which means the pants are dirty. This person just ironed them pants to come in with them on. You see what I'm saying? So, okay, fine. That means this person's not taking care of their hygiene. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, if your hygiene don't matter, if you don't take care of yourself, you don't keep yourself manicured, you know what I'm saying, you don't keep your appearance up, then, you know, something's wrong somewhere. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the ones with the shabby haircuts, the female officers with the nails done but 2 or 3 nails missing or chipped, or, you know, that type of thing. You look for that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The officer, and it may sound crazy, but if it's a male officer, if he don't wear a watch, I'm going to try him. I know.
I'm wearing a watch.
If he don't wear a watch, I'm going to try him. I'm going to try. And a lot of people will say, why would you say that? Because if you don't wear a watch, time don't matter. You see what I'm saying? Time doesn't matter. And if time doesn't matter to you, that means you'll do something. You see what I'm saying? I honestly believe that. I don't wear a watch. Right now I got 2 watches in my cell. I don't wear them though, because time doesn't matter to me. Time doesn't matter to me because I'm doing plenty of it. You see what I'm saying? So if I see you without a watch on, that to me that means time don't matter. So if time don't matter to you, that means you'll do something of it, which means you will try something. So I'm gonna go put something in your ear and see what kind of response I get. You know what I'm saying? But it's always about that initial response. You see what I'm saying?
So any kind of staff member, be it male, female, old, young, as long as they come to work, they do their job, they act professionally, they show a confidence about themselves, that's somebody you're most likely, not always true, but will not attempt to set up on?
Yeah, that's the problem. Stay the fuck away from, honestly.
So it's about how an officer or a jail administration member, a church resource person, as long as it's how they carry themselves, it's the amount of confidence they have in what they're doing.
Exactly.
And it's about them nipping it in the bud and shutting it down right when it's happening that tells you not happening on this one.
Exactly. Like I said, man, cats gonna either do easy time or they gonna do hard time. I choose to do easy time. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I can find a goat to ride while I'm here, I'm gonna ride that motherfucker. I'm gonna ride that. You can't expect nothing else. You know, if I find somebody want to give up they $100,000, $1,000 a year career, then hey, that's on them. I mean, it's on them. I'm not getting paid a dime to be here. I'm not getting paid nothing to be here.
How prevalent would you say this is throughout the states where you've done time? Is this something that happens all the time? Is this, you know, few and far between?
Man, this is a regular thing, man. This is a regular thing, man. This is not nothing that, this ain't nothing that happens today and don't happen to another 10 years. This is a regular thing in every joint I've ever been to. Everywhere, there's somebody fucking somebody. Right now, here, there's somebody fucking somebody. You know what I'm saying? I may not know who or may not know where, and you know what I'm saying? We may not know where or who or what's going on, but believe me, it's happening.
Some inmates will attempt a setup by using their physical presence, by using intimidation, but for the most part it's using charm, it's using compliments, it's using those types of things to try and get more and more personal info, because at the root of every setup is personal info, correct?
Exactly. The more I know about you, the more control I have. You know what I'm saying? You can get on a computer and find out damn near anything about me, but me, I can't do that. So everything I know about you, you had to tell me. So when it's all over with, because it's going to end. It's never going to go forever. It's going to end. And it's all over with and we caught. And they come to me and say, well, this is what we got, and this is that and the other. I got to save myself. And in order to do that, I can say, well, how I know she married with 2 kids. She live on the north, over here, the north side, and, you know, she got a little car. Her sister's name is, you know, how I know all this? You see what I'm saying? And any investigative officer that knows, well, shit, she had to tell him. So maybe what she's telling us ain't what it is. You see what I'm saying?
So you're looking for problems with money, problems with kids, problems with marriage, death in the family recently, anything, any kind of problem. Or problems with self-esteem, depression, anything like that.
Exactly.
You're going to pick up on, and that's going to be who you're going to target.
Exactly. That's who we prey on.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Anytime, man.